Hi everyone, I'm Cinderay9. Welcome back to Let's Play Dead Space. Let's see here. Contact beam schematic. I didn't take it back. And that's stasis. Right up here. But first, a storage area. Yeah, no. Just don't trust them. Inventory full. Stasis. More punch. And in here? Oh, of course, Ripper Blades, the thing I was going to drop. Let's see. And I want the rounds. Don't worry, we'll come back and grab the plasma energy. That's the thing I do like. Is that you can come back and grab the things that you drop or whatever. You can also go back to the shop because it's just right there. And I will if I still have to.
It looks like some of the gravity plating is malfunctioning. Keep an eye out for any kind of distortion effect coming from the floor. It could be dangerous.
AKA, it's extremely dangerous. Don't trust Kendra. It's kind of dangerous. No, really? You walked to the side of it. Thanks for not following instructions. Okay, if you didn't see, the first enemy is up there. Give me money. It got on the... right there. That's what's gonna happen. And that's insta-death for Isaac. Reload. Because it just... it's a distortion effect. It sends you rocketing toward the ceiling at extremely fast speeds. You can't do anything about it, and Isaac dies. So all you do is just carefully tiptoe around there. Not the best weapon to use against these, but... come on. There we go. Ooh, Ripper Blades. Take those. Now you just want to be very careful. Don't really run through this part, because just misstepping at all and you're dead. Now what you can do, you can try to lure enemies through them, but they're pretty smart. You'd have to go all the way back for them to not step in it, where they just have the that one panel to move through, and they can still go to the side if you're unlucky. So you just have to keep track of your surroundings. I honestly don't like moving during this part that much. Even if there's an enemy, I'd rather take the hit than insta-die. Shoot that one. Ow! Get off! Die! Hunt! Hi. Thank you. Okay, well, that went far better than I expected, to be completely honest. I expected... a lot of damage there somewhere. Even when they jump on you, that's not necessarily a bad thing as long as you're fast. If you've done some damage to them before, you can get them off of you pretty fast. See, I took not even a half a bar worth of damage. And then they're just dead. After Isaac punched them, that's it. There's no... It's not like the other enemies where they still go around and do stuff. Hey, stasis return. No, they're just dead. Let's see. Give me the pulse. Really? Now you're not gonna... I heard you. Anything? No? Okay. Oh, hi! You are the last thing I wanted to see. Stop. Stop moving. No. Stop moving. Don't like you. Please die. Continue to cut. Don't stop cutting. Yes! Darn. Aha! You didn't kill me that time. Still hurt though. I completely forgot about him. Ammo? Okay, with that... Get out of the way. With that... obstacle gone. Let's grab everything in here. Ripper blades. Anything else? Probably not. Probably get the Ripper blades and that's it. Which I'm okay with. I really do like the Ripper. Oh yeah, that looks totally healthy. Please make sure you stasis that.
Power transferred to the
And then make sure you get out before the stasis wears off.
Systems junction box rerouted. I'm making some progress with the tracking grid. One of the cannons is giving me a hard time. Keep moving.
Okay. Keep moving we shall. Three stasis. Now, even though we've rerouted the power, see, the distortion effects are still here. So again, still be very careful. This one's an easy one to get fooled by. You just round the corner walking and you forget about this one and then die. Okay, just be very careful. Especially this one. Hug the wall. And you'll get out. Okay. But you kind of gave yourself away there. Which I'm okay with. I took damage from it. I don't think I took damage from it. Ooh, money. And we can pick that up now. Awesome. It helps a lot if you know you're going to be going back through some areas, or at least I think I know. But it helps a lot. Because you just walk by, you can leave something there if you're on full inventory, and then on your way back you can pick it up. Okay, back up we go. Yeah, up or down? I don't remember. Come on. To be honest. Now, if I remember right, this is where we found that video log where the doctor stabbed the captain in the eye. I think it was this one here. You see, it's like a long elevator ride, but you don't have the video to watch. Hi. Come on. I have plenty of blades. When you drop blades, so more blades. This is why I really like the Ripper. It pays for itself. You get a lot of damage out of just one blade, and if the enemy drops blades, then you made a profit. Ow! Just when that happens. But full plasma. Guess I'll reload this. And you can get away with little to no damage. I'll go back to the plasma cutter. I got a lot of ammo for it. But the Ripper's not for everybody. You do have to have a steady hand, and it takes some getting used to. Because sometimes the blade, you got to get used to the range of the blade, and also sometimes the blade will not be hitting the enemy you want. The biggest thing, as I tried to show there and then failed on the last enemy, the best thing is you can move with the blade. You know, you can back up and still be hitting enemies with the blade. You can do that with any gun. You can aim and back up and fire, but just with the blade, it feels like you don't waste as much ammo from on the run and missing shots because you're moving. Because that blade just stays out there. Not that way. Although, way to the store, right? We can insert the contact beam. The contact beam also costs 9,000 credits. Heavy damage energy projector. This is the closest thing you're getting to a sniper rifle in this game, I guess you could say. Think of it like the, if you've played Halo, think of it like the Spartan laser. You point at what you want dead, and after a short charge time, it dies. That's the best way I could describe the contact beam. It takes a few seconds to charge, so make sure you have some room between you and the enemy. Once it charges, boom, dead. Ammo for it is, I wouldn't say scarce, because enemies have a chance to drop ammo, just like it has a chance to drop ammo for whatever weapons you have on. But it's slow. You're not going to be using it in big fights with multiple enemies. This is great for those big hulking things we've been fighting, though, that tend to show up. If you can stasis, get behind it, and shoot, you can do a ton of damage. The damage on this is far, far above anything else you're going to get in the game. Period. You shoot it and it dies. The secondary effect creates a kind of a shockwave around you. It's short-ranged, but it does damage to everything around you, and I believe knocks them down. Either it will knock them down, or has a high chance to knock them down. Can't remember. But it's very useful. Sorry, just the shaking got me. I wanted to make sure. It's a very good weapon to round out your arsenal. Be comfortable with the plasma cutter and whatever weapons other weapons you're taking, whether it's the line gun, pulse rifle, flamethrower, ripper, whatever else you're taking. The contact beam is kind of a good fourth weapon to do heavy damage to something, because it's not useful in a lot of situations. It's very situational, but in those situations it does its job extremely well. So there you go. There's, I believe, one other weapon we can get. I'm trying to remember all the weapons. I know for sure there's at least one more, and that's the one I'm going to think about getting. To me, this is just my personal opinion, especially if it's your first time playing. You always have the plasma cutter. I think the pulse rifle is a very nice weapon, especially for people kind of new to Dead Space, because you get a lot of ammo for it and you can use a lot of bullets. So if your aim isn't that great, that's okay. You get a lot of ammo for the pulse rifle. I say those two for sure. I highly recommend the lined gun. Even though you don't get a lot of ammo for it, it has a wide radius to fire. I'm not a big fan of the flamethrower personally, but it's there. I just don't feel like it does enough enough damage to enemies. Kind of left out the key word there, right? Damage. It doesn't do enough damage to enemies, and it doesn't really stun them. Kind of like the Ripper. The Ripper, I could kind of knock them back a little bit, especially if I saw in one place and kind of take off a limb. You could do the same with the flamethrower. You could take off limbs, which is kind of lost because you just think flamethrower, spray. No, you actually want to target the flamethrower. But I don't know. I just haven't had a lot of luck with it. There you go. Kind of go over the weapons again. There's one more. Remember, you can only carry 4 weapons on you. So I'm kind of waiting. 20,000 credits, huh? 3 nodes. I'll wait. Just in case that thing I want pops up. Okay. Let's head to the next destination, which will be here. Elevator to mining. Admin and comm array. Levels. Oh, that's where we're going now. Level 3? You see there are multiple levels, you just choose a level. I don't know if this is where we want to go.
Make us whole again.
Okay. Nope, it's pointing down. I will take this, however. Oh, there it is, the force gun. Excellent.
This is Temple. The bridge is fucked. I don't know what went on in there, but I'm not sticking around in case whatever did it comes back. I'm heading for hydroponics to find Elizabeth.
Oh, there we go. And I believe that's the last gun in Dead Space. Is the 4th gun. Yeah, you kind of get all of your arsenal pretty early. But The big thing is upgrading them, finding out what you like. Force gun. The force gun costs $11K, and it says it's a short-range kinetic booster device. I don't know how well it's going to work on hard, because the enemies have more health. But this is your shotgun, basically. It's very short. When it says short-range, boy, it means it. At anything, you know how kind of far the blade of the Ripper goes? This is kind of even shorter than it. This is a really short-range weapon. But, like I say, it's like a shotgun. You fire when something's close and it takes a ton of damage. The damage drop-off is really bad. And those of you that maybe aren't familiar with shooters, damage drop-off is the farther away the enemy is from you, damage goes down. That happens with a lot of weapons in different games. Not here so much. But it happens really bad with the force gun. As the enemy is farther away from you, damage drops off significantly. To the point to where if you're firing at a somewhat decent ways away, you're really not doing any damage. But the force gun will more than likely knock enemies down. That's the good thing about it. The other good thing about it is its secondary feature. Its secondary feature is the force gun. It fires like a proxy grenade, you could say. It's supposed to be kind of like a mine, but it's like a proximity grenade, which is very useful for something in particular I'm thinking about. But that's the force gun. It's your shotgun. On hard, I don't know how well it's going to work because, again, like the other weapons, there's kind of mixed reviews about the force gun. If an enemy's really close, yes, you do a lot of damage. But if for some reason it doesn't knock the enemy down, you've just left yourself open. There you go. There's the weapons. So, for the fourth weapon I'm going to take, I've really been debating this between the force gun and the line gun. Really, that's what I've been debating with. I really like the force gun. I've used it a lot, so I'm going to change it up and I'm going to use the line gun. Now with that, whoops, I didn't want to do that. I need to do a little bit of inventory management. Let's store plasma energy. Another stack of plasma energy, one of the stasis packs. And I need to pick up the line racks. These are, as it says, ammo for the line gun. They stack in 5s, if I remember correctly. So yes, the line gun you really don't get a lot of ammo for. As you see, it carries 5 as well, to start with. But look at it. It's basically a bigger plasma cutter. Big range. If you aim right, you'll be able to take off both legs of an enemy, of a necromorph, in one shot. And its secondary is a timed mine, which isn't that great, but I still have a use for it. We'll save here. And if I remember correctly, if you hit an enemy with it, it still explodes on contact. But don't count on that. The force gun, I think, has the superior kind of grenade feature. Because it acts more like a grenade than a mine, if I remember right. But there you go. This is the line gun. It does a lot of damage, even at a long range. You basically fire out a gigantic blade of death. Use it well, really go for the legs with this thing. That's one of the better ways to use it. Boom, and it's dead. Now, you can't rotate this like the plasma cutter. Because the secondary, like I said, is the mines. But there you go. These are the 4 weapons I'm going to go with. You can get the other weapons and kind of mix and match and figure out what you like. But you'll want your money for other things. So take what you feel is useful. Go off what I've said. If you've seen a weapon that I use that you don't think you would like to use, then try something else. But I'm going to end this episode here. Sorry it was a lot of explanation, but I wanted to get talking about all the guns out of the way, especially since we now have all the guns. That I can remember. I don't think there's another gun. If there is, I'm really forgetting something. But these are the weapons I'm going to go with. I'm going to go with the plasma cutter, and I think everybody should keep the plasma cutter on them. It's just so versatile with the flip. You can aim wherever you want. You get quite a bit of ammo for it. It does a good amount of damage. It's just an all-around great sidearm to have. I'm going with the pulse rifle, which we've had. The Ripper, which is one of my favorite weapons. And lastly, the line gun. Just to do a lot of damage and maybe bail me out in some sticky situations. The other good thing about the line gun is, due to its force, it goes through, unlike the plasma cutter. If I remember right, it will cut through until it hits whatever its range is at, or hits like a wall or something. I don't think it disappears with one enemy. You can cut through. We'll have to test that. But there we go. Again, that's the end for this episode. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you had a lot of fun. Next time we'll get back into me probably dying to stuff as we still need to reroute 2 different power sources to the asteroid defense system. Till then, I'm Cinder89. Remember to shoot for the stars and take care, everyone.